We are going to talk today about work-life balance. I am sure many of you don't understand what work-life balance means. Don't you worry. A few years back, I didn't know about it myself. Let us start by defining work-life balance. Work-life balance is the state in which a person's profession, career, or business is in perfect equilibrium with his family life, meaning that his family life has a positive influence on his business and career, and his career has a positive influence on his family. That is work-life balance. Today, I've come to talk to young people who will become entrepreneurs tomorrow. Young people will be leaders, nation builders. So, work-life balance is very, very important. Because if there's no work-life balance, the work that they're all doing here will come to nothing. Because a few years down the road, there will be problems. Now, we have to go to the beginning. It starts by understanding girls and boys. God created them different, male and female. When a girl meets boy, her thought process is this: passion, commitment. Okay. Passion, commitment, marriage, raise the children with a good career, and then have a good marriage where you attend mass every Sunday with the wonderful children and the faithful husband in tow. That's the good life. When boy meets girl now, passion at last. Sex, more sex. Sex on demand. And then career before marriage. And then marriage. Bill had a big house. Give her money to raise the kids. Then go out for the good life. More money, more women. Mboma in UB. Yeah? Deuxième bureau. The society has accepted it. But I want to tell you today, that is a work-life balance disaster ready to happen. Why? Because when I talk to women in my office, Madam, how is your marriage? Doctor, not I had no. Na management, na roof the cover all thing. That is a work-life disaster waiting to happen. And that is why today we are going to talk about work-life balance. Once upon a time, I was a young, pretty number. Never mind. Never mind that I put on weight in the wrong places, but I used to be a pretty number. Yes. When I met my husband, when I was introduced to him, I knew I was in big time trouble. Because I fell in love with him completely and hopelessly. Hello? And then, he too had fallen in love with me completely and equally hopelessly. And how do I know that? Because one day after meeting me, he took me to go and see his auntie, who was a reverend sister in a monastery in Obud. No kidding, monastery. So she was like, for how long do you know my nephew? And I said, one day. She was like, this is serious. He's never brought a girl to see me. So this must be serious. You know, I was in a dilemma. Should I give in to my emotions and put out our raging fires? Or should I wait? I decided to wait. Not because I was thinking of HIV prevention or things like that, because at that time you're almost crazy, you know, when you're in love. But then, Has not changed, right? Hasn't changed. I decided to wait because it was a calculated strategic move. I knew that if I gave into my emotions and put out our fires, the next morning he'll be more sensible. He would say, you know, last night was good. Thank you for breakfast. See you. And that would be the end. He will leave me with a broken heart, and he will go on to another conquest. Because boys, in their vocabulary, they don't have the word commitment. Yeah.